So, one of the main questions I get asked is, where do I charge? Well, that's easy. Your house, supercharging, anywhere with a plug-in. I've already answered that question. Now, reasonable question to ask is, how much do you pay for charging? Well, that's what we're going to be getting into this video. Now that I've had my car for over a month now, I feel like I can talk about my charging stats. And because this is an EV, a lot of people want to compare, is it really even worth getting an EV versus a ICE vehicle or a gas vehicle? Electricity versus gas, really that different? And will I really be saving that much money? Or is it just something people say to just get an EV? So for the last 31 days, I've charged 619 kilowatt hours, a total of $143 spent. So as you guys can see by the picture on the screen right now, 62% was from home charging, 30% was from supercharging, and 8% was from other places around my area that had an outlet, and I just decided to charge there. So this is all gonna have different variables, but you can kind of adjust yours depending on if you travel more or less, whether you charge at home or are you charging at nighttime. Because I just charge during the day. I don't care about peak hours or whatever, to be honest with you. But if you care about your savings even more, you can charge during the night, which is going to allow you to save more on electricity because the kilowatt hours percentage goes down during the night while no one's really using it. So depending on all these variables, you can save even more money than what you see on screen right now. But I don't really care about that. I just charge when I can, and especially during superchargers, I don't really care. I kind of need a use of superchargers, so whatever they charge me is what I get. I'll put another picture on screen of all the superchargers I've been to and how much they've charged depending on the kilowatt of hours that I've used. And the Tesla app is saying I saved around $112. I would, depending on what car you're using, so if you're using a truck that uses more, a sports car that uses more gas, depending on what vehicle you have right now and how many miles per gallon that car takes, you would probably have to add or minus this. Because honestly, I've put over 2,000 miles on my car within a month, and my previous car would have probably hit around $300, to be honest, especially depending on where you live and how much gas is over there. Because over here it fluctuates. It's about $3 to $3.50, or depending where I would go. So you would also have to add that into all this. But $112 is a good amount of money that I saved, and I'm not mad with that. So now that we've looked at all the numbers and how much money I've saved and how much money you could possibly save depending on what your situation is and all that, I would say that yes, if gas is an issue or you're spending a lot on gas because you either travel or whatever, etc., I would say an EV would be a great purchase. And think about this. Let's just go with the 112 that they're estimating I saved this month. Like, say that is how much my car would have actually used, and that's how much money I actually saved. That's going to be about $1,200 that I saved by the end of this year, or by the time I hit a year using this car. And over the course of 5 years to 10 years, that's an additional 5 to 10K plus or minus that you're saving on gas. That's it starts adding up the more you start seeing it on the long term, because you're gonna have a vehicle, you're gonna have to own a vehicle to travel, to move, to do whatever you want. I would honestly recommend it. Charging really is not that bad. Like I said before, I use the 12 amp adapter mobile charger that Tesla offers, and I plug it up in my garage. Everyone has this outlet. It charges, honestly, like between 7 to 10 hours. It charges 20% of my car, and I don't use all that up in a day. As long as it's a normal average day, I'm not using up 20% of that. So within 5 days or so, you're already charging more than you're gonna be spending. So you don't have to charge as much. You just come home, charge it, plug it up, go to sleep, wake back up, 20% charged. Unless you get the other charger, then you'll really be charging up to 180% every single day. You'll be waking up with the full battery every single day. So I think the amount of knowledge out there for EVs really isn't mainstream or really out there, because a lot of people that I know always ask me, where do you charge? How do you charge? How much does it cost? Is it worth it? Like, they really don't know any of they don't have any knowledge of EVs because it's still not mainstream yet. Yes, it's starting to roll out a little bit more and more and more, but especially out in the West Coast or Central America, I really don't think there's a lot of EVs compared to like California and all those places that are kind of pushing for EVs. So there's still a lot of people, there's still a large population that don't know about EVs, and I hope that this video enlightens you or gives you better clues on whether EVs are good or whether you should buy them or stick to, you know, a normal gas vehicle. But so far, within a month, I would say it's worth it. Like, I have not gone to a gas station. It doesn't feel like I'm going out of my way, because sometimes I would wait till like I'm almost on 5 more miles, 3 more miles left to how to hit a gas station, because I was like, I don't want to go right now. I don't want to pay the 40, 50 bucks, whatever it is, just to fuel up my car. So that's something I enjoy and like about Teslas, I guess. And EVs aren't. So Tesla is an EV, but when I talk about EVs, I'm only talking about Tesla, because in my opinion, Teslas are the most advanced EVs, the best EVs in the market. Just keep that in mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in another video.